welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Reed 2. Mentioned this before, but this is the sequel to the game Reed Remastered, of which we did a review some months ago. Not exactly sure when. I want to say like the springtime. It's been a while. Um, but yeah, this is the full fledged sequel to the game. Um, Once again, you are. I'm assuming Reed is the title character.
Yeah.
Like,
The little
uh,
cat thing.
yeah, the little cat thing that was apparently created by a supercomputer, um, and you know, your job is to collect information cubes once again in a desolate version of the last remnants of the digital world. Insert Digimon jokes here.
Yeah.
Dodge floor spikes, razor blades, enemies, and wall arrows to reach the next stage. Fight hidden survivors trying to escape from the new horrors of the corruption. The virtual world is now doom, but can you get to the developer? Right. Um,
Ooh.
like the previous Reed game, this was originally released on mobile devices. Um, and later ported by Radalikia to consoles. And indeed, we got the PlayStation 4 version. So over to Petty to cover the meat of the review.
So yeah, the levels themselves are pretty fast paced. Like you just need to collect the 3 cubes and get to the exit. But the problem is the platforming required is a little bit of a pain in the ass.
In what manner?
It's very pixel perfect.
Mm, like, how are the controls? Are they tight? Are they loose?
Um,
Are they slippery?
Stiff.
Mm.
Stiff would be a good word for it.
Not the most surprising thing in the universe. Once again, this is a mobile-born platform, so you don't exactly have the greatest degree of articulation when it comes to platforming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, obviously, the platforming is going to be better on the devices whose default is a controller, but that's not going to change the level design, the overall controls. You know, a mobile born platform game is always going to come across as a mobile born platform game, at least if it's designed well. You know, it's like that is the context we are talking about here. Like, I'm sure this game is probably pretty nifty on an iOS or Android phone with a touchscreen, but you put it where big boy platform games roam, and it's going to look a bit simple.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming that's the case with Read 2 here.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not sure how well you can answer this question, but do you remember Read Remastered at all?
I do not off the top of my head.
I think I was the one who played it anyway.
Right, right. Once again, it does get hard to keep track of some of these things because we get a ton of Radalikia games. Uh,
It doesn't stop.
like, I mean, I am waiting for more Radalikia games to show up. It's not that they've so much not released them; they're a bit slow in generating them on certain places. But
Mm.
anyway, yeah, it looks like it's a bit of a masochist platform. Like,
Yeah, very much so.
it's like a lot of dying, a lot of restarting. It's like it's definitely not Meat Boy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but it also looks like Meat Boy would be. Meat Boy is a little more snappy to play.
Yeah.
well,
Like
that,
the respawn time is a little bit long, especially because it shows you that death cutscene every time. The jump controls are clearly not quite as precise as you want.
oh
Though
yeah,
some of this is a little bit of lag from you remote playing it.
right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Super Meat Boy was an absolutely dynamic platforming game. Like, maybe one of the most, it's like I'm not super in love with that kind of design, but you know, Super Meat Boy was made to stop as much resistance as possible because you know it's a game that knew you were going to die a lot, especially at the outset. You're not going to be one CCing a Super Meat Boy level at the beginning. No, that is going to take a lot of memorization, dedication, and what have you. And it's like Reed 2 is clearly nowhere near that level, but that's once again
Honestly,
super.
some of these stages even look a little bit familiar. So
Yeah, honestly, if I had to compare it to another one of those kind of platforms, I'm thinking more 1001 Spikes or Dust Force. Especially 1001 Spikes.
isn't 1001 spikes halfway to Kaizo, where just like you can never actually tell what a spike is?
No, no, you can you can very much tell what a spike is in that game.
Okay.
Uh, um, but I'm assuming this game plays well enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Though sometimes, I don't know if it's my controller or what, it doesn't always want to register the double jump, which leads to
that
death.
Or maybe it's timing sensitive.
Maybe.
could be. There could be any manner of reasons for that. Remote play lag.
Well,
Um,
this was when I
just
was playing on the PS4 itself. It still had that problem.
well, I mean that could also be like a shoddy port job versus was that a thing in the original game? You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's one of those things that we can't precisely pinpoint because nobody here has played like the original version of the game, so you know, and if it's something that existed in other versions of the game, because well, you know, we only get the one version of the game. Um, so, have you managed to find any hidden survivors or anything that?
I found one.
Uh-huh.
I
And
hmm?
how did that work out? Was he very hidden or?
Kind of. I just kind of bumped into a wall, and his thing showed up. His little cave he was hiding in.
Okay.
Like, it didn't really do anything other than give me an achievement, so.
I'm sure that's a prime reason that people pick up this game on
Mm-hmm.
like PlayStation 4. Like when it comes to Ratalaika games, when I do YouTube search, it's usually trophy guide, achievement guide.
Mm-hmm.
They're well known for their easy achievements, especially their easy platinums.
Yeah, this is not an easy platinum.
I'll take your word for it. Once again, this is this isn't necessarily like it's their type of game, but it's not. Um, the level design is a bit more ambitious than what we see from Radalikia.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the defining feature of a typical Radalikia platform game. It's utter banality. Like, not awful level design, but not particularly impressive. Enemy placement, obstacles, not difficult, but not too simple either. It'll provide you still a modicum of challenge, um, provided that the levels aren't incredibly short.
Or the controls aren't ass.
Mm. Once again, the controls of their games usually seem to be on point. Like honestly, the it's like this is not me. I have not played this game, but from my observations here, this game has better level design, or at least more interesting level design than a baseline Radalikia platform, ported or you know original. But it's got worse controls
Mm-hmm.
because the double jump seems to be a fair bit fiddly, which is literal death in a game like this.
Yeah. Like, if it wasn't so tight, I wouldn't be that mad. But,
Mm.
like, there are sometimes it doesn't even register I'm on the platform and just gives me the double jump, which is half the height of a regular jump.
I hate it when games dead zone on me like that.
Yep.
Like, so do you know how long this game is?
I got to level like 13 and nothing that looked like an end in sight, so
Hmm.
you
You
should
should
have a good amount of length on this, I think.
I mean, it is a mobile platformer though, so it's probably not that long. Like, any remarks on the music?
It's there. It's just kind of, kind of atmospheric, kind of computery, beeps and boops.
Hmm. I'd imagine that's that's the style they were going for, since the backstory.
Right.
Mm. And in terms of pricing, once again, we've got a price disparity here. Not surprising, since we are talking about the console version of a mobile game, and also different people handle these. But the console versions, standard, though it's on sale on the PlayStation Network for $2.99, it's your standard $5. Um, your the Android version that I'm looking at here is clocking in at $1.99. Once again, that's a pretty typical console tax, PC tax, whatever you want. Where the it's honestly not that bad in some of the things I've seen, like Garfield Kart. No joke, like Garfield Kart costs like $3 on the App Store, $3 on the like eShop.
Man, I bet Normal's OP.
Or the Angry Birds trilogy is like $5 total or something like that on mobile, and the um, retail versions, the console versions, were like 30. Yeah, I'm like, this could have been a lot worse. And once again, the pivotal question: is this game worth the money?
It depends if the other versions have the controller issues I'm having, or if I'm just, there is some kind of interference on my end.
Duly noted.
So yeah, if you don't have controller issues, yeah, that's worth the price. If you are, then oof, no.
Oh. Well, hopefully it's a localized phenomenon there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, anything else on Read 2?
Not that I can think of.
All right. So that'll about do it for Read 2 here. Be sure to tune in after the break, as we'll be reviewing Alien Rampage.